Hey, guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Guys, we have so much going on today, including a 12 p.m. Eastern live talking about 90 Day Fiancé the other way. And of course, we're back tonight at 6 p.m. for hot, messy topics. But that's not what we're here to talk about in this moment. We're actually back to talk about Jax Taylor's return to television. This man is grasping at the straws, whatever he can get. We have all the details, but before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Jax Taylor, after being fired from Vanderpump Rules, and mind you, he still claims that he was not fired from Vanderpump Rules, but we know Stassi was, Kristen was, Brett Caprioni, Max Boyens. We know of all of these other cast members were fired, and he says that he walked away from the show. However, after getting hit with his 1 point whatever million in tax dues, and then also knowing that there really is no job for him at this moment, why would you walk away from a $600,000 to $800,000 salary per season? It doesn't really add up. So you guys do the math, but I'm just saying, I don't necessarily think that he walked away from the show. Go ahead and pick that apart however you want, but he is returning to TV. And he teased us in the past with his wife, saying he has a lot of exciting new projects coming up. He could potentially go on HGTV. He loves building homes. He loves renovating. Where are we going to see you next? Well, it wasn't HGTV. Guys, now he's getting Botox on live TV, getting Botox injections. This is your claim to, this is how you do a comeback? No. Who is your PR? Well, this is what's being said. Jax was on a segment of The Doctors, and he said, I'm a huge fan of Botox. I don't care what anybody says. I love it. He said, I believe you're investing in your body. You look good. You feel good. Well, his choice of a career had a lot to do with his injections to, well, pretty much him getting his Botox injections. He's claiming because he's on reality TV, which you're no longer on reality TV, and in the entertainment world, I have to get injections. He said, I'm in the entertainment world. I'm investing in my face. I'm not getting any younger, but I want to do whatever I can in order to keep my youth and make me feel good inside and outside. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, when he appeared on the Doctor show, he claims, this is getting back to I wasn't fired. He reflected on his decision to leave the Vanderpump Rules cast, and he said that it was a heavy conflict for him. I don't want to put words in his mouth. This is what Jax said. I think it was the right time for my wife and I to move on. Just the idea of going back to that world and going back to arguing and fighting, it was causing me a lot of anxiety. He also explained, you got to film it and then you got to live through it again, which I've done many interviews on here with housewives, with Bravo celebrities, reality TV stars. And one of the hardest parts, they all agree, is that they film it, they have to live through it in real time. And then unfortunately, because they're contractually obligated, they have to go back and watch the episodes and then live tweet during the episode, or at least engage with the fans in some capacity. And usually that's the hardest part, because if you did something, said something that was ignorant, bad, whatever, the fans are absolutely going to eat you alive and rip you apart. Now, for Jax Taylor, he had a lot of those moments on the show where he became this villain character. And I've talked about this too. As an ensemble cast, you have the good guy, the nice guy, the villain, the crazy one, crazy Kristen, villain Jax, villain Stassi, really sweet Raquel. You see these different key players, and producers get enough of them acting a certain way to where they decide what kind of character you're going to be. Shayna Marie was the boy hungry character. So with that, who's our new villain on the show? I'm guessing Lala Kent, but with Jax Taylor, I don't know. You were sick of fighting. You were sick of arguing, yet you were the one who prompted a lot of these fights and arguments because you thought it was your show, which really NBC, the network, LVP, they all came back and let you know the truth is it's not. He also said the last 8 years of being on Vanderpump Rules have been some of the most challenging, rewarding, and fulfilling years of his life. Although this is difficult to share, Brittany and him will not be returning to another season. This was his exit statement of Vanderpump Rules. We are excited to take this time to focus on our growing family and share with you our new endeavors. And apparently the new endeavors include getting Botox on live TV. When fans were going in on him and Kristen and Brittany and all of these different cast members for having almost identical exit statements, they did confirm, you think we're allowed to write our own exit statements? No. He said, I was 100% checked out in the end. I was just very irritable on the show. It was getting a little bit too scripted for me, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It wasn't fun. Brittany also clapped back at viewers saying, if you think we get to write our own exit statements, you're out of your mind. And that was one of the reasons that I suspected that Cynthia Bailey didn't actually quit the show, even though later she confirmed she did quit the show after being offered a friend role, which she suggested in the first place. But the first thing that came to my mind was the Vanderpump Rules. It was the Vanderpump Rules exit statements. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. We've seen this before. It doesn't make sense. What are our thoughts? Let's move forward. When reminiscing on the show, though, he did say when we filmed the show, what was great about it is that we were all friends prior to the show. This wasn't casted in the beginning. It was just an authentic group of friends who all knew each other. I don't know what it is now. I'm not speaking on what it is now, but in the beginning, it wasn't a casted show, and that's why it worked. He might not be wrong about this because as we've seen, Vanderpump Rules season 9 ratings have plummeted, terrible ratings, barely over 650,000 viewers per episode, which is awful considering I've said this multiple times, but they used to be on par right there with the Real Housewives of multiple franchises. And that just simply seems like, well, it's not the case anymore. Guys, I want to know what you think about Jax and his return to television, getting Botox on the doctors. What are your thoughts about this? And is he just trying to do anything for a paycheck at the moment? And when he said he has new endeavors coming our way, whether it was HGTV or something else, new TV endeavors, do you think that was just one of those ploys that housewives give us also when they get fired from the show? Like, Kelly Dodd, I'm so excited to focus on my podcast and focus on what's new for me and be out of this contract. We saw that from Kim Zolciak too, and we've seen it from Jax Taylor. But I do want to ask your thoughts. So go ahead, comment below, let me know and give me your unfiltered opinions. Again, don't forget that we will be going live today for 90 Day Fiancé at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, we're back tonight at 6 p.m. for Hot Messy Topics. I keep saying this too. A lot of you guys are asking me about the Kathy Hilton interview and congratulating me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I love you so much. It will be premiering at 4 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, the day of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part 2. So right before we do Hot Messy Topics, I will be live chatting with you guys. It's going to be a good one. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you soon. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed because lives will only be subscribers only from now on. Don't forget to smash that like button and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Bye, guys.